So there's kind of a rumor that you might complete your contract today, be the last guy to sign. But I know that's sort of procedural nonetheless. You're glad to have that behind you and this, I guess, right now.
Yeah, to be honest with you, especially with the rookie deal, there's not much. So I that's really been at the very back of my mind. But yeah, happy to eventually make it official and get to that. But yeah, just excited to be here. The contract, like I said, it's more of a formality, but yeah, happy to check that off the list and focus on football and having a good season.
How much have you learned of the offense and the line calls? What kind of a mental grind has it been?
Yeah, I don't want to stand up here and just say I got it because there's a long way to go. We've only been here a couple weeks,
yeah.
But I definitely think the biggest thing I just told someone is not make it it's okay to make mistakes, but it's just about don't beat yourself up over making a mistake. Just correct it and don't let it happen again. When you make it twice, that's when you can get mad at yourself. But so I just think keep my head above water and taking it as much as I can, just trying to listen to everyone, understanding my position as I'm a rookie. I just got here. I don't know anything, so just telling myself that and just trying to soak everything in has kind of been my mindset. And I feel like I've gained a lot of knowledge from the vets, the coaches, just the meeting time on the field, just sort of feel like I've learned a ton and excited to take these next couple weeks and sort of digest it and come back for training camp ready to roll.
You've been taking snaps with the first team unit from Baker. What's that been like, and kind of how do you feel like you gel along those, playing next to a guy like Cody and some of the guys who are competing with that spot?
Yeah, I told this to somebody the other day, just how great the offensive line room as a whole has been. Just a bunch of great guys in there. There's no, there's not a single, I can tell you this honestly, there's not a single bad apple. You know what I mean? Everyone is here, wants to be here, comes ready to work. Super, just welcoming and really embrace the rookies and all of us. And so I think it's been just really fortunate to have an O-line room like that. So no matter who I'm out there playing with, it's been really awesome, and definitely have a lot of help from the vets and those guys.
Graham, so much of first spring is mental and learning. And Bowles was just saying that he thinks this is one of the smartest draft pick rookie classes he had in a long time in terms of picking things up. How nice is that to hear that?
Well, I'm hearing it for the first time. I hope he's not just telling you guys that, and he means it. But like I said, even if I'm a smart rookie, that doesn't make you a smart NFL player. So it's you got a long ways to go. So definitely not trying to, sit here and say I got it. I'll figure it out. I'm smart. It's definitely not the right approach, but I appreciate it.
What's been the biggest through rookie camp, OTAs, and now minicamp? What's been kind of the biggest surprise to you to adjusting to life in the NFL?
Biggest surprise. I just think, I wouldn't say it's the biggest surprise, but I guess just, the depth and detail at the NFL level of, what you're doing it, how you're doing it, technique, fundamentals, just tips and tricks, things like that. Just how much more, there is to the game of football. I guess that you didn't, always understand in college. So just, learning that I think has been not the biggest surprise, but definitely the biggest leap sort of going through that.
What was Coach's message at the end of practice today heading into the next few weeks?
Yeah, just, he loved the way everyone competed today, and that's got to carry over to training camp. So that's a big part of it. Another part of the message was, don't be that guy who, in the next 5 or 6 weeks gets in trouble and, has an issue off the field. So I think the big message was come ready to compete, be prepared, use this time to relax, but also, make sure you're ready to go. You're in shape and physically and mentally for the season, because once training camp hits, it's full go from there. So.
How are you making sure that you're ready for training camp over the next few weeks?
Yeah, I'll be back in Nashville. Well, we'll be here for another week, but I'm going to go home. I've got a really great group of guys there I train with, and luckily it still gets pretty hot in Nashville, so we'll put on the sweatshirts and sweats and do all the conditioning that way. So I'll be ready to go for camp.
What are you expecting for your first NFL training camp?
I don't want to, try to sit here and predict what it's going to be like, but I can imagine it's similar to this setting in the fact that everyone's really focused on the task at hand, and this is our job. So just bringing that that focus and attention to training camp and carrying that over from now until then, I think is the most important thing.
What have you found to be the best method of study to understand the playbook?
Yeah, I just like to obviously meetings move fast, so taking everything you can, jot it down, and then I like to go back later and sort of organize it in my mind. I think that's kind of the best way for me to do it. So when I hear it the next day, my mind kind of goes to where I wrote those notes and organized it sort of in my head. That's what I've been doing. I think it's working. I don't know.
Obviously, no pads on yet, but Vita Bay is here this week.
Yeah.
Glad we can see what's been like going up against those guys.
Yeah.
11-11s.
Yeah, I just think it's great that they're on our team. I'm glad I get to go against them all at training camp, and then I don't have to see them in the season, But no, it's great to have guys with that much talent and ability and experience too with Vita, to be able to go against them, all camp and all training camp. And Kalijah's been here the whole time, and obviously Vita is here this week, and just getting a taste of what that's going to be like, and sort of the talent that they have. I think that'll be great in training camp to sort of get used to that, because obviously those are going to be two of the best I'll see all year. So I think just getting that experience now is going to be really helpful down the road.
Graham, your first round pick, so much is expected, but how much do you appreciate them saying, hey, it's yours, you're going to line you up with the ones, you're going to go with the guys next to you, they're going to play, and just that, to be able to get that chemistry right off the bat?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I still have to earn it. I don't think, it's going to be like that at all. I just think that, at least in my mind, you got to earn it every day, right? And you've got to show that you belong, and obviously that's what I want to do, and I'm here to contribute, and you know what I mean, just like everyone else. So I think just my mindset, sort of just bringing it every day, acting like that's your, embracing my role, and sort of just showing up every day and earning it each and every single day, never sitting there and saying I've got it.
Graham, the center and quarterback relationship is so important. What are some of the things that you've maybe kind of done to get to know, get closer to Baker throughout OTAs and of course training camp?
Yeah, I just think building trust is the biggest thing. Just wanting. I want Baker and I want the offensive line to be able to trust me. You know what I mean, at center. So like when I'm in the huddle, just trying to be assertive. Knowing the offense. So when we get up to the line of scrimmage and there's a confusing look or something, like I'm the one who knows the answers. I think, and just consistently being that person as a center, it kind of makes you the center that teams look for. The guy that knows the offense inside and out can get us out of a jam. So I think that's the biggest way I'm trying to build some trust. Is just hey, Graham knows what he's doing. He's here to work. We can trust him on the field, and I think that's sort of the biggest thing through OTAs, is just starting that relationship.
Graham, how helpful is it that obviously you have the learning curve being a rookie, but that they're learning Liam Cohn at the same time that you are? Like, you're really all learning an offense together. So how helpful is it that you're not coming in to an offense that's been run the same way for the last 6 years and now you're the new guy? I mean, does that kind of change things where you're sort of all going through that together?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any different. So, but it's been great. Like you said, everyone's sort of learning together, and that does help. Because everyone's asking questions, and everyone's still learning the new offense and what they're looking for. So I think that's it is helpful. Obviously you play in this league long, so a lot of guys do have some experience with what they're trying to accomplish and everything like that with the different schemes. But I think it's great. It kind of creates like a very learning environment, and it makes me definitely feel comfortable to ask any question I feel like I need to ask and things like that.
As far as the guys competing next to you at that left guard spot, Ben and Sula, what have you seen from them? What have you learned from them? And how do you think that competition's shaking out? Yeah,
I mean they've both been awesome. You can tell both have been super welcoming to me. Just introducing themselves when, on the first day when I don't know anybody and things like that. And just letting me know if if there's anything I need or have questions about, like come to them. So they've both been super approachable. They're both great guys and sort of embracing me as the rookie. I think it's been great. I can't say enough about both of them. I look forward to, we've all got to compete for jobs in camp, and that's the nature of the NFL. So excited to get to camp and work with those guys and continue to sort of build that relationship, and we'll see how everything shakes out.
Baker's been given the ability to call plays, change plays, multiple calls in the line of scrimmage based on what you're seeing. How much in sync are the two of you? Like when he says it, are you seeing the same thing? Is it that communication?
Yeah,
It's got to happen.
Yeah, sometimes I'm still getting there, but yeah, I think that's another part of my role that we talked about is knowing when that play change is going to come. So I've got to know in my head, hey, we're calling this, we get this, we're going to change the play, and so for me to understand in my head, like, hey, Baker's about to change the play, I'm already already have what I'm about to say ready in my head. So as soon as I hear it, I can get everything adjusted, and then we can snap the football and not give the defense time to maybe get out of something. So I think that's a really important part of my job, and definitely something I'm starting to learn and will continue to learn.
Thanks, Graham.
All right, thanks.